Hey everybody, it's Matt from You and Your Horror Movies, and welcome to my end of the month haul for my pickups for the month of June. Yes, June 2020. I hope everyone's staying safe and doing what they need to do. Also, if you're staying cool, good way to do it. Alright, so let's get on with the haul. So these are all the movies I picked up for DVDs, Blu-rays. I think I got like a 4K in there too. So anyway, right off the bat, from Severin. Everyone knows what's going on with Severin right now from their sales. So hopefully someday we all hear about it. But this actually showed up at my doorstep not that long ago. And that, of course, is the Al Adamson box set. This thing is a beast. It is a big-ass brick. This thing will knock you out. These are all the movies on there. We're not going to go through them all. People have done unboxing of these, but this thing is fucking thick. I mean, it is a thick, hard box. Severin did an awesome job doing this box set together for Al Adamson. A lot of his films, the sad story of what happened with him and everything. So, at first I wasn't thinking about grabbing it. Then they actually had one in their site for, like, a very good price. So I got up and got it quick. And it showed up, and I'm very glad I did. So, yeah, that big-ass box set of the Al Adamson collection. Next, we have from SCS Entertainment, and that's called Angry Asian Murder Hornets. Yeah, someone actually made a movie about the murder hornets. Figured, why not? I'll give it a shot. It looks low budget and whatnot, so we'll see. If anybody's seen this film, I'd like to hear your thoughts. Not too much of the cover. I wish this was the cover. That would have been cool. So I might actually take this insert and put it in the sleeve, so we'll see. Angry Asian Murder Hornets. We'll give it a shot. Next we have is called Assimilate. This one looks like a different type of take on the Invasion of the Body Snatchers. So I figured it looks pretty cool. A lot of practical effects. Some of the creatures look pretty neat. So I guess I'm going to spin it sometime soon. Sorry, it's kind of dark. The lighting in here is not the greatest right now, but Assimilate. Next is a bootleg from good old Stinky Tuna. Yep, I did say Stinky Tuna, and that is Bird Box. Stinky Tuna does a lot of bootleg Blu-rays on a lot of the Netflix original movies, and they look great. I watched the Babysitter one that I had. Looks beautiful. It actually has features. This has features to it too. The interview like with Sandra Bullock and whatnot. And, yeah, the reason why I get these is someday they're going to come down, or Netflix is not going to be around anymore, or I get rid of Netflix, so I figured I want to get the films that I wanted to own, so definitely snagged Bird Box. You see a couple more I got from the bootlegs. Vinegar Syndrome with Blood Games. Movie's awesome. If you're into those type of films, this is a very, exploitation type film. A lot of boobs, some rape, a lot of violence. Great flick from the 90s. I remember that from the VHS days, so definitely had to snag Blood Games through Vinegar Syndrome. On DVD I grabbed Blood Relic. Looks like a weird type of slasher. I think it's in an Air Force base or an Air Force bunker or something. So if anybody's seen Blood Relic, I'd like to hear your thoughts. Good old, I think Debbie Rochon. Yep, Debbie Rochon's in this. So yeah. And next, through Shudder exclusive, had to grab it. I love them. I love the first two movies. We won't talk about the third one because it sucks. But Creepshow, the TV series. Oh, when they finally got this on a Blu-ray, and it has reversible cover art. I loved it. I loved it on Shudder. I loved a lot of the episodes. Practicals, monsters, gooiness. I fell in love with it. I know a lot of people don't like it as much. I don't care. I love it. So, Creepshow, the TV show. Next, through Scream Factory, I did upgrade and got Curse of the Werewolf. I actually found this at Soundgarden for a good cheap price. So yeah, I finally ordered that into the collection. Next is an independent film. Supposedly it's made in quarantine and everything. I figured, why not? We'll give it a shot. And that's called Dark Web Mystery Box. I guess these people are getting these mystery boxes out of nowhere and there's something inside or something evil. Don't know. If you've seen it, I'd like to hear your thoughts. So yeah, Dark Web Mystery Box. So it's like a killer mystery box. It's all made in isolation. That's what they're talking about. So we'll see. Next from Code Red, we got Desolation. This looked pretty neat. It was cheap on Amazon. And you know how Code Red titles go. So I figured I might as well grab on it now before it goes out of price. And everyone wants one. You never know. Next is an upgrade called Die Die Delta Pi. I got it autographed from the director. Got to talk to him. He said that he was only releasing 300 units, and I jumped on it. So I wanted to grab it. Fun little slasher, low budget. So yeah, I think he might have some left. So if you know the director, Sean, oh boy, Sean Donahue. That's it, from Gator Blade Films. So if you know, ask Sean Donahue if he has any left. He might. I recommend it. Next are some other shot on videos through a website called shotonvideohorror.com. So SOV Horror. They actually, the artwork looks awesome. I had this one from Warlock, and it just looks awful. The artwork looks awful. The disc, it's just a DVD-R with the name on it of Dingoberries. So yeah, this one actually has artwork on it. So it's killer space poop. Yes, that's what it's about. So yeah, Dingoberry's a nice little side grade. I figured why not. And I did grab Die BQ. Pretty much about these kids eat bad meat and they turn into zombies. They go after their other friends. Some more shot and video fun. I love that artwork. The artwork is pretty badass. Supposedly it was banned in 13 countries. Yeah, okay. But anyway, DieBQ, some shot and video goodness. I found that Soundgarden. Figured why not. Dracula 2000. This one movie I've always seen bits and pieces. I never seen the whole thing. When I was on TV, I watched certain parts. Finally, my wife and I got a chance to sit down and watch the whole shebang. It was actually pretty fun. I know there's a bunch of others, but those are out of print, and this unfortunately is out of print too. So I was glad to find a copy at least to own. Next to Vinegar Syndrome, we have Dr. Jekyll's Dungeon of Death. This is numbered. I got 2180. So that's kind of neat. I love the slide down slipcovers that they do. Nice hard cardboard box. So yeah, Dr. Jekyll's Dungeon of Death. That's the other opposite side. So yeah, can't wait to give that one a spin. Another Soundgarden. I might put this on the side. It's kind of a superhero horror flick, but that is Dylan Dog, Dead of Night. I've seen it before. I liked it. I liked the main actor. It definitely has a lot of monsters, demons, and shit like that. There's werewolves and zombies and a bunch of other things. So I figured I might put this in the horror collection. I might put it in the side like with Blade and Hellboy and whatnot. So I'm debating. Let me know your thoughts on that. Next up is The Final. I love this movie. A bunch of kids who are bullied finally fight back in a brutal way. I love it. So yeah, I finally picked it up from the After Dark Horror Fest, Part 4. So The Final. If you're into kids fighting off their bullies, you'll dig it. Next off, with another Debbie Rochon film called Fort Doom. Supposedly this is a Western slasher. Okay, I have not seen a Western slasher, so I have to give this one a watch. If anybody's seen this one, let me know. Gotta love some old Debbie Rochon flicks. So yeah, Fort Doom. From Mondo Macabro, we got Gemini. This looked really weird and cool. I got another limited. Right there's the number. I'm gonna pause it. It's 646 out of 1,000. Close to 666. Yeah, so yeah. Gemini. Can't wait to get that one to watch. We have Growth. Cool Parasite flick. So if you're in, it's like they're all CGI, but it's actually not bad. The story's pretty cool. I like the way how it plays off. So I finally owning Growth. I've always passed by it, never picked it up. So you know what? Fuck it. Let's grab it. Upgrade is the sci-fi double feature of the H-Man and Battle in Outer Space. Some Toho fun goodness. The old DVD had these two films with Mothra, and of course Mill Creek put out Mothra on Steelbook. So this is a nice upgrade of that triple pack. So they're actually all on 2 different discs, which is pretty cool. So if you're thinking about grabbing it, I would. I think it has 2 different cuts of H2, if I remember correctly. So yeah, so H and Battle of Outer Space. Another upgrade from Scream Factory. I had to flip it over, and that's The Hills Run Red. Awesome little slasher. Not a lot of people talk about it. I'm glad it's getting the Blu-ray treatment. Baby doll face is pretty cool. Love the end. So if you've never seen it, stay for after the credits. There is an after credits scene, so it definitely plays off. From Golden Ninja Video, we have The Holy Virgin versus the Evil Dead. Horror, kung fu type flick. This is another limited from Canada. And I got 59 out of 3,000. So if you're into those kind of films, I definitely recommend checking out Golden Ninja Video. They put out some shot on video goodness. Not a lot of people like that stuff, but they're good. Severin, The Horrors of Spider Island. Yes, finally getting this on Blu-ray. That's awesome. I'm so happy that this came in. The Horrors of Spider Island. And since I bought this, it came with a cool, like the comic of the story book in there. And the coup de grace is this awesome spider. I got the spider package. Had to grab the spider. This was put out by Little Shop of Gore. Put this out through Severin. So yeah, that's awesome. Definitely had to grab my spider resin figure. Alright. Next up is The Hunt. I love this one. This one was so much fun. I love the whole hunting of humans and how they fight back. Great cast. A lot of cameos. There's cameos left and right, and they all get picked off. It's great. I'm watching it for the first time going, oh, she's probably going to live? Nope, she's dead. Oh, he's going to live? Nope, he's dead. Okay, let's see what happens. Great little fun ride. I love it. The Hunt. And it finally got released. It was one of those movies where it was supposed to come out 2019, but I think there was a bunch of shootings at the time, so they withheld it. So now 2020 was supposed to come out. Fucking COVID happened. So they finally said, we'll have it to rent and come on physical. Had to buy it. Next, through Vinegar Syndrome, is the Immortalizer. Never seen this one. Had to grab it. This looks like a fun, I think this is 90s cheese. So, is it 90s? Close. 89, like in the 80s or early 90s. Never seen it, so it's a blind buy. So I figured, why not? Looks fun. I did grab this for dirt ass cheap. Figured I have the first 3, so I grabbed the next Invasion. This is another type of body snatchers, but this one's got Kidman and Craig. I heard it's not the greatest, but yeah, got a little body snatcher kick. Next, my Walmart never had it. And all of a sudden, finally now, we go to Walmart today, had to do a little bit quick shopping, they have it. I grabbed the 4K of Jaws, the cool lenticular cover. It's got the book, pretty much the same features as some of the Blu-rays. I figured I will upgrade because I love Jaws. It's like one of my favorite shark flicks ever. Nothing beats it. So, I love when the mouth moves. I love Jaws. Next is a horror anime which I can't wait to dive in, called King of Thorn. Pretty much a disease is going around. They make these people hibernate for 180 years in a castle. when they wake up, the castle's covered in thorns, and there's actually these monsters around, and they're devouring people left and right. So I can't wait to dig into this. It looks very gory when I watch the trailer. Kiss of the Damned. I got this for $1 at Dollar General. Don't know anything about it. It's like a cool vampire flick. If anybody's seen Kiss of the Damned, I'd like to hear your thoughts. If it sucks, wasted $1. Next we have is The Legacy. I used to have this on DVD. Forgot I got rid of it. Figured I'll upgrade someday or later. Kept forgetting. I'm like, you know what? Grab it now, because a lot of Scream Factory titles are going out of print. So I figured I'd grab Legacy. It's a great flick if you've never seen it. Some trauma goodness. Legend of the Chupacabra. I'm a friend with Joe Castro, who does the special effects. He told me, if you love monster movies, you're going to love this. I'm like, alright, I trust him. I'll give it a shot. So, Legend of the Chupacabra. It's like a mockumentary, but it's got some good blood and gore, supposedly. So, yeah, why not? I love my Chupacabra monster goodness. Next one is, it's more of a drama called Lightning Bug. But it's all about horror, about a guy who's into special effects. He wants to move out, and I guess there's other horrors other than what he creates. That's what he lives by. I guess stepfather's a dick or something. So if I've seen Lightning Bug, I'd like to hear your thoughts. Should I keep it in the collection or not? Put it somewhere else? Next, Steelbook. One Cut of the Dead. So I haven't watched it yet. I will be grabbing it, watching it at some point soon. For some reason, I just never knew there was always a Steelbook. Never a regular Blu-ray, or I just saw the DVD. Figured I'll grab the Steelbook now, so I'd like to hear your thoughts of One Cut of the Dead. My buddy John said, watch it, you'll love it. I'm like, okay, I will. Next we have is an upgrade. Orca the Killer Whale. Had to upgrade. I had the old DVD. I never bothered with the umbrella, so I'm glad I held off. Scream Factory looks great. Can't wait. Next we have is Ozone. This is the same guy who did Ninja Warrior. What the fuck was it? Some kind of, I forgot already. The Dead Next Door and Robot Ninja. That's it. And this is his other film. Comes out in a cool special edition. Right there's the same. Cool slip. Autographed. So, can't wait to get this one to watch. Let's see how that goes. Next we have is Pandemonium. Yes, this is a slasher where a dude is dressed up like as a panda, going around this office party, killing office attendants and strippers. For a British film, this was actually pretty good. Not a lot of gore. Some of the kills were off scene, but I did find it very enjoyable. So, glad to keep this in the collection. I figured, why not? I'll grab a single edition of Planet of Terror. Come to find out, if you own Planet of Terror and Death Proof on a double togetherness, they're cut. So if you want the uncut edition, you have to get the single release. So I figured, I'm definitely grabbing the uncut edition for sure. I'll keep my 2-disc down there. I did buy Death Proof 2, but I have that in my Tarantino section. Had to grab it. Project Metal Beast. They said sometime they'll trying to work on getting a Blu-ray, but for now we got a DVD release. I'm happy with DVD. As long as we have a physical copy, I'm good to go. So yeah, Kane Hodder plays the werewolf in here, and yeah, werewolf with metal skin. It's pretty fucking cool. Another Stinky Tuna bootleg, and that's Rim of the World. I thought this was a cool creature feature. When I saw this was on release, figured why not? Kids against a giant monster that's terrorizing them. They have to get to a certain part of the city with them being followed. So yeah, Rim of the World. Another one I got dirt cheap. Rise of the Gargoyles. Another Sci-Fi Channel goodness. So we'll see how that goes. And of course, my favorite film from 2018 from Stinky Tuna, The Ritual. Finally got I don't care if it's a bootleg. Looks great. Love it. So if I ever go to a friend's house, they don't have Netflix, I can bring this. So definitely. Next up, we have The Severed Arm from Vinegar Syndrome. Another one I don't know anything about. That's what the other side looks like. So if anybody's seen this one, I'd like to hear your thoughts. The Severed Arm. I figured why not. So I grabbed the Shark Bait movie collection, 6 films. I had most of these except for several. It even has the one I wanted, which was Santa Jaws. That's on there. So here's your shark flicks. If you want to pause it. Glare, sorry. Not the greatest, but some great films if you want some killer shark flicks. There you go. I found Shebeast on DVD. I don't know if this has a Blu-ray or not, so if it does, let me know, guys. But I found this dirt cheap at Soundgarden, so I figured, what the hell, why not? Next up, we have The Spider, a.k.a. Earth versus the Spider, which I did not know that was the original title. And it does have the alternate artwork on the back for Earth versus the Spider. So, another giant, awesome spider flick to add to the collection. That's awesome. Finally scored Starry Eyes. I found that at Soundgarden for a good price. Don't know much about it, but I've been hearing really good things about this movie. So I finally picked it up. A little late to the party. Another one from Golden Ninja. This one is Strangler of the Swamp. So that's another numbered. 65 out of 200. So this is a very low numbered Blu-ray. If anybody's seen this one, I'd like to hear your thoughts. So, Stranger of the Swamp. Next we have is from Scorpion, Agatha Christie's 10 Little Indians. This is kind of a weird, almost like a slasher. People are getting picked off one at a time. And since that came out, I had to grab it because I've been after this movie forever. And Kino released it. I remember watching this as a kid, and I fell in love with it. And that is from Canon, the 10 Little Indians edition that Canon released. I love this one. It's got Donald Pleasance in it. It's got Frank Stallone, a whole bunch of people. Great flick. Again, it's like a weird slasher, but this one, instead of being in a home, they're outside in a desert, and they're getting picked off one at a time. So super psyched to finally get this released. When I saw it released, I was stoked. Documentary from, there's a cover, if you can see that. It's called Terror Out of the Skies by Small Town Monsters. That's the other disc cover. That's the autographed slip. So Terror Out of the Skies is based on, this one is the giant bird, I think it is. The Plaza Bird Legends. So these are cryptozoology type documentaries. So yeah, I figured why not. To a Devil, a Daughter. This is an awesome Hammer flick. Watched it the other night. Great. Soundgarden actually had this for super cheap, so I grabbed the Twilight Zone. This is the new one that Jordan Peele hosts. It was like $20. I'm like, I'm grabbing that for all the money. It's actually got the black and white versions plus the new versions. I mean, it's the new versions in color, but there's also 2 other discs which are the newer movies in black and white. So if you like the old black and white style, you can watch it that way. So the Twilight Zone, new season 1. Next we have is Witch Tales. This is a horror anthology put out by, let's put this out. Oh, shit. Horroranthologies.com. They put out Creepers and Horror Anthology Movie 1. We watched this tonight. It was okay. Some stories were pretty cool, but not all that awesome. Another upgrade is Witchboard, so I had to grab that one because you never know. From Scream Factory. And last but not least, from Walmart, We Summon the Darkness. I figured, I'll give this one a shot. It looks pretty cool. They had the Blu-ray there for a cheap price. So We Summon the Darkness. If anybody's seen it, I'd like to hear your thoughts. Alright guys, that's it for my movie haul. I'd like to hear your thoughts in the comments down below. What you thought of some of the movies I have not seen that you have. And hope you're all staying safe and keeping cool. Thanks very much for watching. If you haven't liked and subscribed, please do, guys. Thanks, and have yourself a good one. Peace.